Continue. Who vows to stop major hospitals selling Fury sedative illegally? Coachella 2020. 10 reasons why you should go. I don't know. Wait, what? Sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. Whoa. These two. Hide. He never really changed. Gala, I know. But it was surprisingly nice. Catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Burry-ista Burry. I'd like to order again. The usual. Oh, shoot. Back to the experiment? Yes. I think the last one was the remedy. But there's no harm in checking some other combinations. All right. Dude. Tell me to chill. Oh my gosh, we're best friends with Freya, this annoying little girl. Okay, the base, tea, milk, ginger. I love the pixel art. Playing this game makes me want to just start drawing. Here, try this. Thank you. Just what I needed. What about you, Mr. Hyde? Would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. I couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. What? Didn't you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his butt kicked by a couple of dwarves. Oh my god. Ugh, those two jerks. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Dude, I'm so rude. What the heck? Why am I talking like this? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know kung fu. Besides, I had a couple of drinks and I could have taken them both if I was sober. Freya has rubbed off on me. I'm talking like Freya right now. A couple, really? Dwarves are mean. Like, if we're talking Lord of the Rings dwarves, like, I would not want to go up against them. You were trashed. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because the whole fiasco, we both got kicked out. And then this wasted vampire stuck to me. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive. So I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. I was stuck with him until morning. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those dwarves would have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the mafia. And I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. Oh my gosh, Hyde. A lot of their money. Jesus. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money. So I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I overheard what they were talking about before the fight had started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be annoying, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck, the universe sending me a guardian angel in my time of need. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before. Hey, I took you to breakfast. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was the late 60s, mind you. Dang, they're old. It's 2020 right now. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Ew, guys, I'm so rude. Ah, I see. That's it. I cannot hang out with Freya anymore. So, how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital? Well, he was working with me, I noticed. Hyde. I'd prefer if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want to get into any details about it. You know, this is pretty private stuff. I'm sorry I'm being so nosy. It's almost as if I am Freya and I'm writing about you two. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you the quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life, helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or a doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So you could say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence and helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyways, Barista Burry, I'd like to order something now. Too late! Just kidding. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Hyde, you sound like an idiot. Oh, like mint. Okay. Tea, honey, mint. Exactly what I wanted! Let's go! That sounds tasty. I would love some of that right now. Feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her. Oh, speaking of the devil. This girl. Hello, good people. 'Tis I. And one vampire? Oh my god, don't be rude. It's good to see you too, Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh, really? What about me? I was just surprised that you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? Freya, what is wrong with her? Like, stop. That won't work on me. He asked Freya, not everyone is like hating on you. Oh my god. Heh. I've no interest in flirting with you. Get her, Hyde. She needs to be humbled. I've got high standards, you know. She like set herself up for this. The girl's like freaking crazy. Don't. You shouldn't have started this. You look tired, Freya. Oh my gosh, they're all like piling on her. Hard day at work. How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Or you just look like crap. Right. I showed Barista Burry my draft. And I actually got some good feedback. What do you mean, actually? That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. And I also did some stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away with work when you're on a roll. I mean, I feel like all Freya does is take a break. Is she ever, like, actually working? And speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admining life going? That was a weird way of saying that. That's not even a word. Okay, good. Actually, I'm not sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about, but mostly handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their family. They require intensive care, such as operations. I go through what we do and how much it costs them. Kind of like biz dev for people's lives, then. You can say that. Dang, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for my job. Someone who gets very emotional attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. This stuff, I hate that people just make money off this stuff. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Why do people rarely talk about your kind of job? I guess most people don't really notice we exist or think about it, about the necessity of it. God, that was hard for me to say. Exactly, it's an interesting job, yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me, who rarely talk about work outside of the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patients' personal lives anyways. Such professionalism and loyalty. You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. He needs to be a bit less loyal, though. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait. 50 years? In the same position? Mm-hmm. Holy. Ask for a promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions. Mostly managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Imagine that. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. But the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. And I still get raises while I'm doing this job. I really can't figure you out. That's Gala for you. Anyways, my shift's starting soon. It was nice catching up with both of you. Are you going to stay hide? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. Yep. Safe trip. See you around. And you too, Freya. See ya. Take care on your way. Bye. You know, it's hard to believe someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So, how did you guys meet? Freya, shut up. Seriously, I have to retell the story? Yes. No. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright then. We met in this place back when it was a bar. Oh, thank God. I was like, don't make me sit through this freaking retelling. Whoa, I never knew Gala used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this, a very physical job to medic? Well, he's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Girl, shut up. Why are you trying to squeeze the story from me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. Don't be rude, Freya. That's him, not you. Oh my God, you're so rude. Seriously, Freya. She's being rude. She is like the rudest person. Come on. Don't hide. I won't get into details. No, hide. But going to war, it messes with your head. Oh. See why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it. But it must be difficult, especially back then. Ugh. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did that for work. Oh, so he only did work that relied on his muscle. That wouldn't help him get over his trauma though, right? Of course not. It was the only thing he could do. Or at least the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. And we weren't that close yet. Does Freya have any friends? Probably not, right? So no personal feelings. I needed his strength. But then I got to be interested in him. Wait, what? Interested. Like, do they have like a thing, right? Are you guys getting that from them? You know, is there like a thing there? Are they just like really good friends, or? I think he's a cool person. That's all. Oh, okay. And after a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk to someone about it, seek help, which he refused. No surprise there. God, I hate you, Freya. But I kind of pushed him into it. How? It's complicated. Eventually, he did go to get professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy sessions, but in the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me. And not so long after, he started working at the hospital. And he's been working... Guys, this is the inappropriate astronaut, like, alien. Remember him? He's trying to... He's trying to mate. Why are you here still? Go away. Good evening, everyone. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. Also, he drinks with his finger. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. On Earth, please call us Neil. His name is Neil? I wasn't expecting that. Hi. Neil. Yes. Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we don't really need trivial things like names to interact. Wow. But from what I've learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of associations with Earthling efforts and intergalactic exploration. Neil Armstrong. Ah, I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet this last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So hello, my name is Freya. You could say I'm a regular here. Freya, shut up! And you, sir? Hide. Period. You come here often? For someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Oh, you're not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. Dang. That sounds far away. What are you doing in Seattle? Do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We choose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. An image? Ah, a Remy Gendrew album cover? What? No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is a perfect spot to practice our communication skills with Earthlings. I don't know if he's been doing that very well. But please let us order something from the Burry-ista. What will you drink tonight? The usual. Is that how you say it? Yes. Yes. So, anything? Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyways. You can't really taste anything? Yes. What if I can brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise? But we doubt you'll be able to do that? Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. What if it's just coffee, coffee, coffee? A triple espresso. I mean, I think that's as strong as we're gonna get. A cup of anything is ready for you. Thank you. What the? Interesting. This guy is he's so strange. What are you doing? Drinking. That's how they drink. Whoa. You're an interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be sure with Freya. It's true, we don't trust anything that comes out of her mouth. That definitely was the highest form of a compliment. What are you, Neil? Jesus Christ. Us? We're travelers, doing our job in this space you call Milky Way. What kind of job? We are tasked with the mission to spread our... Oh, God. I'm sorry. You really are here to find a date, all the way from the galaxy far, far away. Wow. Turns out pervs exist everywhere in our universe. Feeling attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. We do not understand. We are glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to be with us? We are sorry, but that is classified information. No. Oh man. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are, not many women can handle that. Freya, are you hitting on them? Could you handle them? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. Oh, you're not offended by that? Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I'd go on a date with them. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. I'm sorry, they're so rude in this game. I can't. They're just so freaking rude all the time. Yeah, I get that a lot. Jesus. Excuse me, miss. I like how he does this. From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to be with us in exchange for our stories? Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or dinner in exchange for stories, but only with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. Either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to with me. We have heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. What? This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings meet with one another exclusively for their entire lives? Yes, it's called commitment. Such a strange concept. We learned so much today. But we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating, boyfriends or girlfriends, you know, before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, how can we become your boyfriend? You could start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? Yes, I am single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Oh my god. Now, the path to starting to date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. Anyway, thank you so much for the information that you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We're not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We're off now. See ya. Take care. That was really something. Indeed. They wanted to know more. Look at them. You said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer org? Wow, I dread to think of how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety? I guess so. By the way, has the young woman been back since we spoke? Oh, you mean Miss Lua? Yeah, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come in a few days ago, and Freya was being pretty nosy to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. My. You really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation, unless it really piques his interest or annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight. See ya. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week. I'll be back here sooner than you know. Oh well. It'll be a peaceful week then. Heh. Anyways, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. She just always comes. She's a freeloader. I didn't even notice that. You really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. That's one way to put it. Anyways, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. In the rain? All right then, see you around. See you guys later. Does it have a churro in it? Oh, I want one of those. Warm and cozy, just like a day in Barcelona. Yum. Guys, I want that so bad. I've been craving a cinnamon roll. Protests arise over government treatment of Atlantic immigrants. Dwarven-made cars face challenge against an unexpected competitor. The Mother Earth organization fights to save more forests. Welcome. A new person! Good evening, sir. Hello. It's an agent. I'm from the Federal Immigration Regulation and Enforcement Division, or FIRE for short. How may I help you? We've heard reports of alien sightings in this area. We take the issue of illegal interstellar immigration seriously. Have you seen any creatures you would consider to be alien in nature? I don't think so. Snitches get stitches, bro. But what should I be looking for? What's the alien look like? We're not 100% sure. But according to some eyewitnesses, it's wearing a spacesuit or something similar. That's a pretty eye-catching outfit. You'd think an illegal alien would try to blend in better, right? To avoid attention, you know? ... That is a very good point. In fact, there might be a solid possibility that we have been running around after false testimonies. They are superior creatures after all. Thank you for the help. If you see any suspicious activities, please contact us through our website. Will do, sir. You don't want a drink or anything before leaving? We're good. See you later. Is that Pitbull?
It's a worldwide.
That did look like Pitbull. You really need to be more careful, Neil. It's the girls. Good evening, Burry-ista Burry. Are they dating? Yo. Hello, Miss Aqua and Miss Myrtle. Have you both been somewhere together? We plan to meet here. It's just a coincidence we arrived at the same time. Wait, what? Oh. Would you like to order anything? Do you want to order first? Nah, you go first. Like this body language. I'm pretty sure this is how Myrtle always sits, but like this feels very like I'm so into them together. They were like flirting hardcore. Okay. Can I have a cup of green tea with a lot of mint? Oh. Sure. Green tea. Mint. Mint. A lot of mint. Your drink is ready. Ooh, this looks really fresh. I call this Marrakech, inspired by its origin in Morocco. Am I saying that correctly? Our people there really love the tea. Let's give this a try then. Oh my, it's warm but very refreshing. No wonder Morocco is often associated with tea. How about you, Miss Myrtle? You want to order anything? Sure. I'll have the Teteric. Guys, I don't know what this is. Whoa! What if I just like was a savant? Like an actual, like, barista. I just knew. Whoa, I did it! Huh? Is there anything wrong? No. It's better than I thought it would be, actually. The taste is really authentic. Oh. Just like, you get it in Southeast Asia. Thank you for the compliment. Where did you learn to make it? I just Googled it. I mean, I traveled around Southeast Asia a few years ago. So you learned about it in Malaysia? Yes, from the videos on the internet. So, how are things going in the office? Ooh, they're flirting. As usual. Tiring. But thanks to you and your team, we've made some good progress with a problem we've been stuck on for a while. I'm glad I could be of help. It's not every day our research can have an impact as direct as this. Only a few weeks after publication, no less. The thing is, even with your help, we still need to do a ridiculous amount of overtime to make sure the game will be available for the holiday season. Ooh. I want to say please don't forget to rest, but I'm sure it won't be that easy for you and your team. As if those executives care about us. This is real talk. Overtime is not mandatory, they'll say. Please see your family and get some rest. Liars. But we all know that optional overtime is a passive-aggressive move. We'll stay longer in the office anyways, because if you go home earlier than the others, you'll feel bad for them. You'll feel guilty. I understand that so much. I hate to admit it, but yeah, it's guilt. I wish I could help you. Or at least say something to boost your morale. Sadly, I'm not the right person to give you advice about that. For guilt is something that also bothers me a lot. Even for things I shouldn't feel guilty about. Oh no, we got a worry wart. I know the state of the industry, but it still saddens me to realize that my favorite series was born out of such sacrifice. I'm sorry I ruined the mood for everyone. Don't worry about it, Aqua. I'm not that bad off, you know? At least the company gives us decent compensation. Healthcare, bonuses, and so on. And we're already used to this, so don't you worry about me, okay? Getting used to unhealthy working conditions shouldn't be the norm. Hey, cheer up. Remember, your research helped us out a lot. Thanks to you, the rest of the development is going to be much easier. How's your game doing, by the way? Actually, I have some good news about it. The game got approved to be showcased at PAX West this year. Get it? PAX West. That's great news. Congrats. Thank you. So, what's the problem then? I haven't confirmed my attendance to the organizer. Girl! Why? Confirm it. Fast and furious. Don't think. Just do. Before they give your spot to another indie. I'm just not sure about it. What's stopping you? Cost? The booth is free for indies. That's good then. And the event's even in Seattle, so you won't have to spend anything on traveler accommodation. It's a golden ticket, but I'm not that confident. Ooh, is the game not good? Oh, but yeah, you passed the selection process, right? That should be enough validation to reassure you of the game's quality. If I'm not mistaken, the judges are usually prolific people in the industry. And also senior journalists. I know, but I've told you about my game, right? It's pretty non-traditional, and thousands of people will be visiting Max, expecting Full Metal Conflict and other bigger games. Girl! Stop that. Every game has its own market, you know that. And you'll be in the indie area. People know what to expect there. Gamers aren't stupid. What if some haters visit the booth? Wait, what? Aqua, what's going on? What if they don't like my game and say bad things about it? Then you punch them in the face. Or about me. Aqua, you're such a babe. Don't even worry. It's not gonna happen. It's an expo, not the internet. People are way nicer in real life. Yeah, they're too scared to be mean in person. Even after all that, I'll still be there by myself for the whole event. That is one problem, yeah. Meeting that many people is already scary enough. I'm doing it for 4 days straight. That's true. Showing my baby to the public. I just can't imagine the horror. Aww. I mean, that is true. It's pretty scary. You know what? What? So far, my schedule is pretty empty around then. If things stay this way until max, I'll come with you. No, you don't have to do that. Even if you're free, then you shouldn't waste your time on me. Ooh, girl, we have to work on your confidence. This is not cute. Relax or something. Nah, it's no bother. I'll be going to the event anyways. Might as well come with an exhibitor badge. What about your company's booth? Don't worry about it. There are hundreds of us. I can just ask my lead to skip this year. But, I'm coming with you. Whether you like it or not. Ooh, a woman who knows what she wants. Oh, okay. Aqua! Come on, be excited. Be like, ooh, Myrtle. Let me thank you with a little kiss. Now, what are you going to show the game on? I'll have a laptop and a smartphone. Is the expo build ready? Expo build? You're not planning to showcase the full version, right? That's the plan. Don't. I can give you the guidelines on what to have for the expo build. Do you have the game with you now? It's on my phone. I can send the build now if you want. Do so. Wow, Myrtle. Okay. Got it. Now let's see. Aqua needs to flirtle with Myrtle. Oh my gosh, this girl. Hello, Miss Rachel. Hi, Barista Burry. She's the pop star, remember? What's wrong? Huh? Nothing. I've just been practicing all day and I'm pretty tired. Are you having a concert soon? Don't tell anyone yet. It'll be announced tomorrow. But I'm going to perform at Coachella next week. Whoa! They're still adding new performers? Yeah, you might say that those announced this slate are backups? Oh no. But it's still the biggest festival in the country. Yeah. I'm excited for it. I think I should celebrate with a special drink. Something sweet. Like chocolate milk? A sweet hot chocolate! I was close. Chocolate, milk, honey. Yep. We can latte art it up. Why does it look gray? Okay. Pouring the milk. And then we're gonna etch into it. It's a cloud. I think it's ready to be served. I've been watching a lot of videos on how to make latte art, and I think I crushed that one. Your sweet hot chocolate is ready. Thank you. How is it? Not bad. What? It's not special, but it's enough. Ew. How am I supposed to make special hot cocoa? Other than the instruction on the loading screen, try putting a time limit on how long they can play. Why? Wouldn't that break their immersion? Probably, but in case there's a good reaction to it. You might have people lining up to play your game. Don't want to make them wait too long. Oh, that makes sense. If you want to put a time limit on it, try ending the demo with a cliffhanger. Ooh, that should get people's attention. Noted. Oh, they're vibing. This is cute. Dad? Oh, God. This is a really weird first date. What are you doing here, Dad? I'm trying to be cool and get a drink. After what you did at the studio this evening, I was worried. I couldn't find you anywhere on the studio grade. So I thought you'd be here. What did he do? And now you're causing another ruckus. We're sorry, Burry-ista Burry. We didn't mean to cause you any problems. You are sorry? I don't have anything to be sorry for. Well, anyways, I better order something. What is happening? What would you recommend? Not so special hot chocolate. Might I suggest a cup of Spanish Sahara? Oh, what is that? Dude, I don't know. Oh, it's hot chocolate with milk and ginger. Sounds delicious. I'll take that. Chocolate, milk, and then ginger. It's the churro coffee. I mean, chocolate. Yum, yum, yum. Your drink is ready, sir. That looks so good. My. This is amazing. It's so much better than my daughter's dumb chocolate that she got. But she feels like a little idiot. I'm glad you liked it. Watch, she's gonna be jealous. Dad, give me your chocolate. Please just go home after you finish your drink. Gosh, this is weird. Their fighting is weird. Not until you leave that good-for-nothing pervert. I need him. He's going to help me become more successful. I know, Morris. He's not a good person. Industry has changed, Dad. It's not like it was 20 years ago. Besides, since you left, he's been growing his brand and making his name. Managing a lot of stars, so they became superstars. I saw my informants in the industry. He hasn't changed much. And even if he has, it wasn't for the better. Oh, shoot, get him. You're just being paranoid. First, you're afraid of my fans. Now you're afraid of the industry. What's next? You'll lock me in the house because you're too afraid of the air I'm breathing? Ooh, sick burn. You're just too young to understand. Whoa, what's happening here? Split screen. Then make me understand. Because this is definitely not helping. There are better ways. Didn't you learn anything from Mom? You were together for almost 15 years, but you learned nothing. Ooh, not even how to talk to your own daughter. Oh man, his head sunk pretty low. Rachel, I'm sorry. But I'm trying, okay? Try harder, because right now you're not helping anyone. Not me, not you, no one. I know. Give me a chance. You know what? It will take time for me to learn, but I am learning. Or, you know, I could return to the industry. I can try and be your manager. No, dude. Dad, are you out of your mind? You've been out of touch for so long? This is so weird. I told you I have informants there. Of course, there are things I need to figure out. He, needs to get his own life. It doesn't work that way, Dad. And you know that. Going from a girl band to a solo career won't be easy. If I take things slow, I'll lose all my momentum. If you don't want me to be your manager, he's never going to be happy even if she chooses someone else. I don't think so. Mr. Lester is at the height of his career now. He's my best shot. Don't be paranoid, okay? I've made my decision. Now please go home. Relax. And don't ever come to the studio again. Dang, boundaries. I'm going back there. I need to practice for the festival. It's only a few days away. And it's a big chance to boost my presence as a solo artist. When are you going to be home? I don't know. I'll be staying at the hotel the label provided. But that's... See, Dad. Wait, Rachel. Guys, this dad is panicking. This is not good. Excuse me for a moment, Burry-ista Burry. Where'd he go? I'm sorry about what just happened. You don't have to apologize. Yeah, we were busy minding our own business anyways. Nice. You didn't hear the... What? You didn't hear the argument, Myrtle? Oh, Aqua. Oh, of course I heard them. I just chose to ignore most of it. It's none of my business. That's amazing. You're such an amazing woman, Myrtle. What's so amazing about that? I don't think I can do that. Dividing and focusing my attention so completely, especially when there's an argument like that. Are you saying you weren't listening to my advice and you were focusing on them instead? No! No, I was listening. I made notes. See, you didn't even realize. But you are capable of focusing your attention. Now that you mention it, it happens naturally, I guess. Being born into a big family is useful after all. Yeah, sometimes we don't realize what we're capable of doing. By the way, you want to head back now? Yeah, it's pretty late. BREWING, Burry, we're leaving. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for the drinks. Please take care. Does anyone ever pay? You guys, like, how am I keeping this place afloat? Huh, I guess that's all for tonight. Oh, you're back. Thanks, sir. Are you all right? Dude, you messed up. Oh. Yeah. Please don't worry about me. Did you manage to catch up with Miss Rachel? No. I lost her. Sorry to hear that. I'm sure she's all right. I hope you're right. Pardon me for asking. Yeah? Throughout your arguments with Miss Rachel, something kept bugging me. What's that? Why did you leave the music industry? Oh. Now that's a trip down memory lane. You don't have to tell me if it makes you uncomfortable. Oh no, it's fine. I left around 20 years ago. Just as we were welcoming the beginning of the new millennium. It was a great time for girl bands, you know. They were huge in the 90s. And they were still enjoying the leftover sensation of the past decade. I met my wife while I was working. She worked for a record label, and that's how we met. I decided to get married and settle down. I wanted a peaceful life. You didn't find peace managing girl bands? Oh gosh, no. The politics, the dark side of the industry, none of it's good. But what hit me the hardest was the fans. Toxic fans are the worst. Tell me about it. I'm just kidding. The teenage girls especially. They were crazy about their idols. To the point where they started doing really unimaginable stuff. Like what? Spending all their money trying to copy the superstars' lifestyle, abandoning their responsibilities, their family, and the men, they were even worse. They sexualized the girls in every way you could possibly imagine. Edited photos, stalking, assault. It was before the internet, mind you. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't as mainstream as it is now. I wasn't even the target of the abuse, but it haunted me. It was everywhere. Don't talk to me about peace. I couldn't sleep back then. Not getting enough sleep is dangerous for cats. What do you do for a living now? After we got married, my wife and I opened a record store. It's not big, but we have a very specific audience. We're niche. But they love us for it. It's more than enough for our little family. You said you're still in touch with your friends in the music industry. They visit my place from time to time. And we all meet up at least once a year. His informants. Usually it's my place. Gosh, look at the time. I should go home too. Are you gonna be alright by yourself? Don't worry about me. I'm an old cat. We're stronger than most people think. See you later. Sorry. To bring your fight into your... Or that we brought our fight into your place. Don't worry about it. Alright then. Bye. A whole day without Freya. I love these colors. Rachel Florencia confirmed to perform at Coachella 2020. Gil Naiman and Maruki Harukami to collaborate for a new IP. Coachella Coachella organizer reminds parents not to allow their children to attend unsupervised. Coachella. Sorry, we're not open yet. Neil, you've come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with? There is definitely something you can do. What is it? Can we work here? No, Neil. Excuse me? What? Is it possible for us to work here? We learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth. The Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and nonverbal communication here. Yeah, but I can see that your communication skills have improved an awful lot since you arrived. That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons from Earthlings we learned them here. This made us think. We should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. That sounds like a really good strategy. That is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with the customers? That is correct. I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you were applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job. And if you get it at all. Oh, let me think this over if you don't mind. And I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh no. We are sorry for our spontaneity. But it has to be today. What? May I know why? Because we're leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. I'm not gonna let him work here, am I? Okay. Thank you. But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Understood. There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. Some people just come here to chill. They might just come for a drink, work, or to read or something. I strongly suggest you let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything. How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? That won't be easy, but you'll be able to judge based on their body language. Nonverbal signs? Yes. That will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. I'll give you a sign when you should start talking, or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron though, to help keep your suit clean, and to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation, but it will make you look more legit for the job. That is a very Earthling thing to do. I know if the agent comes back. It is. All right then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. What's gonna happen? Welcome. Oh. Holy wow. What is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. BREWING, Burry, what's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion. It's not that. Neil is just helping out. You've never looked like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the Burry-ista. Not the other way around. What? We've learned some things since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? On one condition. I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. Fair trade. What's in it for you then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it. If there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here. Freya. If I still need to write for the paper again. Did you lose your job? What happened? The chief found out. Is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yeah. How did you find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher up? In the elevator? Yeah. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift. And the higher up mentioned our encounter to her. Oh no! The chief called me into her office. Things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. Sorry to hear that. What are you gonna do about it now? Write the novel, I guess. And after that, hope that it sells well? If not, I don't know. Dang. We do not understand what is happening, Miss Freya. Oh, I forgot Neil was here, guys. Neil's so confused. But we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. What? Neil, you can't just give away drinks. Huh? You're allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. Cup of drink. I like that. Cup of drink. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do, according to our senses. Aww. It was. So what would you like to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite. Our favorite. Anything. I trust you with the decision. Coffee, milk, and cinnamon. I'm just gonna make whatever. Milk, cinnamon, coffee. I don't understand how this works. It's almost a smile face. Why did I say smile face? I meant to say smiley face. Here's your drink. Neil's messing me up. Especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks. But today, I might have an idea why. Wait, what? How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood... Oh, sorry. I read that weird. That sounds doable, even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya. We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. Oh God, I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just... Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh, we are glad to hear that then. As a figure of speech, Neil... Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing. Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask away. How fast do you write? Not fast enough, apparently. Do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have an exact number. But full-time? I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. That's a lot. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. According to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is in between 50 and 100,000. That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is a pleasant information. That is a pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think I should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's a GRA Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. I wish. Writing isn't only about numbers of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. If we were only judged by their ability to write large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings. Yup. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand. From languages to arts. Write again. But you're not wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things that you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So it is still a valid parameter. Definitely. Cool. That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. Guess you're really learning something. Who's here? Oh, another guest. I feel like they should date, but Myrtle's too cool for Freya. I mean, like, technically everyone is. Good evening, Miss Myrtle. I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm still the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Maybe coffee, ginger? They use ginger a lot. Like in their coffee. Your order is ready. Not bad. Thanks. You are welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Psst, Neil. Some people come to a coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visits here. Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Ah? Pardon us. I was just training Neil on how to talk with customers here. I can see that. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other. Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. I forgot he was like so intense with Myrtle. One suggestion if you want to blend in with us. Stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen, which essentially is not really listening at all. That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try, step by step. One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. Is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? A hot date? No special occasion. It's just... What is it? Tell us. What is it? I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What is happening here? I already told the barista to call the cops when he said he was going to be here to... Oh, wait, what? Where is Barista Burry? Hi, Miss Aqua. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yeah. Everything's fine. Whew. Okay. Please let me take a breath. Here, drink this water. Feeling better now? Yes. I'm sorry. It's all right, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here anyway? We're starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answer of this question. Neil's being sassy. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyways. So here's the deal. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Priest Burry. It's nothing, really. Do you really think one day is enough to learn anything? Everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb the place's business for any longer. As if this place cares about business. It's true. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start, but we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after this? Coachella? Really? What do you... Neil, what the F are you doing with your life? What? They wanted to go to other parts of the country and is going to, like, a music festival? What are you going to do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that that event will be our next target. Oh, God. Well, you're not wrong. I shouldn't say this, but how? This sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here. We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. The break was like so little. So our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing together? We're on a date. It's nothing. We're just friends, you know? What? We just want to hang out and talk about our work. A date! We both work in the same field, remember? Yeah. It's that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see? I thought your research was in computer graphics. Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander, so I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today I wanted to thank her directly with a kiss. But she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyways. Ooh. But, wait. If you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with your game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your. So you're correcting my grammar now? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How did you even pick up on that anyways? It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. That's pretty funny. So, you're done with your game? There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? That depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about pacing, control, and UI and UX. Oof. It must be fun to have finished working on your creation. It surely removes some of the weight on my chest, just to replace it with another weight. You mean you still have more to come after you're done? Because I'm not done with my book, and I just lost my job. And if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. Toast. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, and I'm even more done. Doubly done. Sorry to hear that, Freya. But please, be more confident. This is rich coming from Aqua. I'm even starting to doubt myself. I read some of your short stories, you know. After our first meeting, I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app. And then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know. Some of them are better than others. Ooh, get her. But it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What you're going through is more or less the same as what Miss Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you'll both be fine. Ugh. You don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oof, Aqua. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know? Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I'm sorry. I know. I said thanks already, right? But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm. I know that. Aqua, I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kind of get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different for me. What's your problem? Freya! Shut up. Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight, but no one outside the office knows about it. And those two don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yeah. I don't really work on them. Not directly. So what do you work on? A secret project. I'll tell you under friend DA, okay? Alright. I'm not with the paper anymore anyways. I'm a part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP. Or worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people? That's what I thought at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write for years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai. That's what they said. So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years. Sometimes your team works to support others. When they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder why you folks were considered the 7th samurai. I guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realized. What? Usually developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right? More or less, yeah. When was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined this company, I guess. That sucks. That's like 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. Dude, no wonder why you're so burnt out. Yeah, that's why. You need a vacation, but I can't just take one. You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. Ooh, now Aqua's being bossy. But tomorrow is, I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after off. But where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You will? I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation. Ooh! What about Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it now. Hey. Okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right? All right. So excited. Wow, Aqua. You look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now and prepare for our getaway. I'll come with you. To my apartment? No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time. Aqua's such a nerd, I can't. Okay then, everyone, see you next week, okay? Have fun. Take care out there. May you find joy during your vacation. Okay, see you folks later. Spicy! Ow! Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know. But, not now. I've got to finish this first draft. As we've said before, you can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyway, are you guys going to close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please, take your time. I forgot Neil was there. Me too, you're so quiet. Are you sure? Do you want another drink? Still in the house. I definitely won't say no. Aw. Bed chamber, a cup for those longing for a deep sleep.